Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We're going to go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin, do another update. Not much has really changed. There has been some changes, but everything's moving accordingly as planned for the bullish perspective. For the bearish perspective, that's a little bit of a different story. And we're going to go ahead and touch on that here in just a few moments. But as of right now, I think we still have to remain bullish, short term, mid-term, and long term moving forward here. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So, we've been basically monitoring a bearish count from the perspective of a higher time frame flat, where this is being observed as a B wave or a flat. Nothing's really changed here. We've been still monitoring the progression of the price action, but given that we continue to grind upwards and not really move down in any kind of impulsive nature, we're still moving up impulsively, and this is bullish. On top of this, from a structure perspective, it's not really making sense anymore. So the first time we were looking at the 1212, we were questioning its validity because it just continued to once again expand upwards, which decreased its probability. On top of this, we were also looking at the timing perspective for this wave 2, the minor wave 2. We didn't want this correction to be larger in time or smaller in time than this correction, which as of right now, it is. So it's invalidated from a time perspective. On top of this, if you mirror this price action to this action, this has gone beyond the strength of this wave 2 as well. So that's another red flag right there as well. Mainly it's a timing perspective. It's really the timing. We can't truly invalidate this 100% until it takes this high. But truthfully, I still think that this is validated. I'm going to leave it on there just in case. It's kind of a last stand for the bears here. So we'll have to move forward and still monitor this. But the last count we were looking from a bearish perspective, I think it's completely invalidated because of the strength of this wave 4. When it comes to diagonals, you don't want the wave 4 to be larger in time or larger in strength than the wave 2 if this is a contracting diagonal. I don't expect this to be a expanding diagonal. That would be extremely rare. Can't really discount anything right now when it comes to diagonals, expanding diagonals. I mean, truthfully though, it's got not much room to work with, because if that wave 4 does go beyond the origin of this wave 2, it might not be valid. So to be truthfully honest, it's not looking good for the bears at all from a structure perspective and an alleyway perspective. But with this, I think we can safely go ahead and delete this count. And really it's about monitoring this 1-2-1-2 scenario, which is pretty bearish. With that in mind, we're going to continue moving forward with a bullish perspective. Everything's revolving around us looking for a wave 5. Either a regular wave 5 or an extended wave 5 or our minor wave 5. So we need to manage the strength of this wave 5. Once again, that's something that we've been discussing. The next thing here is determining when we are going to get this pullback for wave 2. That's really the big question right now. So on the lower time frame, there's two perspectives that we were looking at. Either the wave 1 was in right here, or we had one more high to make, and the wave 1 is now completed. Let's go and look at the one where the wave 1 is already in right here. I do favor this mainly because when you look at the swing structures, this looks like a very clean 5-wave impulse. When you look at it like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very nice swing structures. Also, the timing and the strength of these minuet corrections are very similar. They're very comparable, meaning it seems like these are part of the same structure for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I do favor this scenario. On top of this, looking at the impulse ending here, we have a clear 3-wave move. Then right after that, we have another clear 3-wave move to take the high, and then it's immediately accepted back into the range and takes us low. That's very bearish. That looks like a clear flat to me. The only thing that we need to look for now is just a retrace, continuation down, retrace, and a push right into the fair value gap here in the daily, right into discount. This is something that we've been monitoring here. We've been looking to return to equilibrium and dig right into this fair value gap. If anything, it could even dig right down into the golden fib, into this fair value gap as well on the daily, and then start moving up. Ideally, we're looking for this though. It could still move down, then move up. Regardless, the pressure is down for right now. And this is forming out to be a really nice looking flat here. Really good looking flat. Alternatively, we were looking at potentially moving the wave 1 up here, meaning one more high, and then we have that 5th wave for that wave 1. The only thing I have with this count is that we kind of have to expect a not so strong C wave, because look how shallow, look how less in strength this A wave is. Unless we have to really force this, meaning 1, and this is a 2, and then we're going to move up. We're going to keep this low intact and start moving up. I don't think that this is the most favorable here, to be truthfully honest. So, with that being said, there's two different there's a third way that I can see this. I need to wait for a little more price action though. I need to see if this high is going to be taken. If this high is not taken, we're going to be looking for this all day. This is going to come no matter what. If we do take this high, then this may just be something like this. Let me go ahead and clean this up here, just to better showcase what I'm trying to say, give you a better visualization here. If anything, once again, this is a 3-wave move right here, right? Maybe that could have been the wave 2. This could have been the A. That could have been the B. This could have been the C. And this is just another 1, 2 building out right here. 1 into a 2, and then we start moving up. Something like that. Obviously, we're going to have a stronger push. But the idea here is that this low is going to remain intact. We're not going to breach this low. This would be the second most favorable outcome that I would see here. Second most probable. However, I really am seeing that we're going to retrace, move down for 3, retrace for 4, and move down for 5. And we do end up the 2 right there as well. That's the one that I see the most likely. but I can't discount this. This is still on the table. The only thing we can't say is on the table is a diagonal. Mainly because it's got to be one or the other. Either it's got to be a 5-3-5-3-5 or a 3-3-3-3-3. And this is already turning out to be a hybrid, and we can't have hybrids, meaning this is 5 waves up, and then you have a clear 3 wave up. It doesn't really necessarily work like that. So we can already discount a diagonal. And now it's about seeing if this is a smaller wave 2, and we're going to move up, or retrace for 2, down for 3, retrace for 4, down for 5. That's really what we're going to be looking for the next week. Maybe 2. Let's take a look at it from a timer perspective, actually. So from a timer perspective, let's see. If we do favor this as being the completion, the end of the move, we're going to be looking for it to end somewhere in this time zone right here. Ideally, we want to see it somewhere smack dab in the middle, like right here. That's ideally where we want to see it. So just bringing this back here, that pretty much lines up with what we're expecting, right? We want to see, let me get this all tidied up here. There we go. We want to see that 5-wave impulse move down. We want to see it end somewhere in this timing of completion. Somewhere in this zone right here. So that falls right in line with what we're expecting from a timer perspective, structure perspective, and a price level perspective too. So we've got everything going for us right now. Once again, it's really about getting that retrace here. Zooming in, there is a clear hourly fair value gap here as well that you can expect to be rebalanced before we move back down. So if you were looking for shorts, it'd be best to look for us to hit the consequent encroachment, the middle of this fair value gap, before we move down. However, it might be a deep retracement to expect. So the best offer is going to be right here at the beginning of the fair value gap if you're looking for a short. So as of right now, we want to see this move downwards. See a nice reversal form. Strong reversal. Retrace and continuation up. Take these highs. And ultimately take the all-time high at 72K. So everything's moving forward. Everything's moving according to plan. We just need to continue to monitor the plan and adjust accordingly. But as of right now, I don't really see any surprises moving forward. If anything does happen that is surprising, I'll do a video about it, but I don't foresee that coming. If anybody has any questions, as always, you're welcome to message me publicly or privately in Discord. Also, feel free to drop by Discord if you're interested in checking out our content and the other coaches' content as well. And as always, if you enjoy the content, please leave a like, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, leave a comment below, and I'll see everybody again next week. Hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day.